What's up, Doc? The Black Knight satellite. Space junk. That's all they want you to know. Yeah, according to NASA and the scientific community in general, oh yeah, this object that does a polar orbit, um, it's just junk. Either that, or it is, as Nikola Tesla presumed, probably is an alien relay system. Its timing is kind of suspicious. Some people put it 13 to 15,000 years ago. There's a common thread that is going through these rabbit holes and through the introduction images as well. On a side tangent, in my brief travel through Australia, I heard for the first time when I was a small boy an Aboriginal tale of the time before the moon. This coming from a Desovian descendant, a lineage that has been around uninterrupted and able to pass down their knowledge for thousands of years consecutively. So let's jump from there back to the Black Knight satellite. This first comes on record. I could be wrong. Go ahead and have at it at the comments. I'm sure some of you must have opinions, right? 1899, I want to say. Nikola Tesla. It could have also have been Maria Orsic. Go check out one of my earlier videos about her. Long story, just a little bit shorter. Nick, let's call him Nick. Nikolai, pretty smart dude, was able to get what we would consider radio transmissions from this object that he was able to deduce was doing a polar orbit. So what is a polar orbit? All right, side tangent. Let's go down that hole real fast. Imagine I'm a Harlem Globetrotter, okay? And I've got a basketball on my finger and I'm spinning it. And it's going this way. Okay. Just like the rings of Saturn, if you put an object incommunicado with said object that's spinning, it's naturally going to want, like the rings of Saturn, to go on that plane. Well, it takes a great deal of counter force, basically, to get something to spin this way. So this is a polar orbit, whereas the basketball spinning this way, this is regular orbit. So most of our satellites are grouped and they travel this way. We really don't have something that can go this way, because it's going to naturally, eventually, like in a little whirlpool, get sucked into that kind of swirl of inertia. So a polar orbit is a very tricky thing to pull off, and yet this object, this space junk, does it. At one point, I'm not sure, it might have been the Soviets, claimed that it was a heat shield that had fallen off of one of their Sputnik things or something of that nature. Okay, yeah, cool, fine. Let's say it's a heat shield. Well, those things are going to move. I mean, it is in a low atmospheric or low Earth orbit, which does have atmospheric, conditions, including small meteorites. I mean, there's other space junk out there. You think it would deform after 50 years? It hasn't. I mean, eventually, space junk comes back down and burns up in, well, some, in the atmosphere, but yet this one doesn't. Huh. Very interesting. The Black Knight satellite. Well documented, photographed. The jury, as it were, is still out. What is it? How did it get here? Did it arrive with the moon? What is the story of the moon? Why is it the exact same diameter basically as the sun? Boy, that's going to be a good rabbit hole. Because, as a species, we actually, with Artemis project, let me throw that aside. We got Elon. We might be going back to the moon sooner than later. Revelations must be had, probably prior to this venture. I bet you the Black Knight satellite has something to do with it. My name is Michael. Thank you for watching. Let's get out of here. Onwards and upwards. Tally ho.